All right, everybody, we are about to start. Hopefully you guys can all hear me. If you can hear me on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. Just gonna wait till I get one thumbs up from one person over on YouTube. Then we begin. I got thumbs up on Instagram, thumbs up from Kyle Tender. That means we are all set for our very special Christmas version of whatever we call this, the Cush Tender hanging out, doing this thing. John Snyder says we sound good. So does Medinasis. I'm going to go with Medinasis on that one. Yeah. That's what we're calling this, Medinasis. Medinasis over on Instagram says we sound good. John says we sound good. Grant says we sound a little tinny. That is because we are still in a very, very echoey room. We will fix that for the new year, but for right now, there's just not a lot I can do. I hope you guys like the decorations I've put up. I just changed the colors a little bit on the lights. This has been a long little month that we've had, so we did not even get to put up a tree this year, but soon we will have trees everywhere. I'm just going to get 50,000 trees, line them all through Cush's Tiki Bar next year. Please hold me to that. I don't just say things. Sometimes I do. Let's see. What are we doing tonight? First of all, I want to thank everybody so much for popping on over here and doing this for me all year. It has been the best job I've ever had, is teaching classes from this bar and the last bar that I have. And the only way that I could have done that is with you guys. This will be the last show of the year that is from Cush's Tiki Bar. If I am drinking the day after Christmas, I will probably just live stream that somewhere too, so we can all just hang out. I got Chelsea Roarback just joined. I got XX Phoenix. I see Todd in the building right now with just 2 little letters up. What's that? This light? Yeah, that's the best I can do with that light. So thank you, Kyle. Kyle's very concerned about the lights. So let me just go ahead and switch it on over. That's the best we can do there, Kyle, because the green doesn't show up. I wanted to give us a few different colors, but that is what we are. So let's begin. Let's start making some drinks. We are going to start off this year, this Christmas episode, with a drink that I think embodies Christmas more than any other, really. We are going to talk about what we all like about Christmas. What is our favorite thing about Christmas? And you are a liar if you say that Christmas is about anything more than just getting lots and lots of presents. That's why Thanksgiving and Christmas are basically the same thing. You just don't give Thanksgiving presents. That's why Christmas is the #1 holiday. So we are going to take one of a classic cocktails. We're going to switch it up just a touch, make it more of a Christmas situation. We're going to wrap it in a little bow. We are going to put we're going to wrap it in a little ribbon. We're going to put a little bow on top of it. And the other reason I chose this one is because there is nothing like a good old family fight on Christmas. And this drink that we'll be making is based off of a drink that has been the cause of more fights in bars than any other bar, so much so that we have stopped serving it. That drink is called the French 75. We used to have it on our menus. We would notice that at the end of the night, as our big bouncers, 300-pound dudes, are pulling 98-pound females out of the bar, and they are still trying to fight our bouncer, pulling one of these, or kicking, or whatever they're up to. We went back through all of their receipts. We always found the French 75 somewhere deep in there. So this is going to be a play on the French 75. We're going to make it a little bit more Christmas, though. We're calling this one the 75 Presents. 75 presents. I have made this before. I don't believe I've made it on, there we go. I don't believe that I've made it on the show, but I have made it for another TV show that I do called Mixed Cocktail Hour. If you guys get a chance, I know Paul is always in there. If you guys get a chance to watch that on Friday nights, that would be pretty great. Be pretty great. It's doing very well. It is not just me, so if you guys get tired of just me neurotically talking to myself in a empty room, and then sometimes to a hyper-fictionalized character, it's a great one to watch. My co-host is real on that one, kind of fun. So let's begin with making this one. What we're going to need here is we're going to need some cranberry, some lemon, some maple syrup, and some bubbles. Hopefully you have an extra lemon. Excuse me, burping. Hopefully you have an extra lemon somewhere right around you, because we will be wrapping this in some lemon. Let's begin over here with our shaker tins. Boosh! Shaker tins. We're going to be shaking this one all over the place. Paul Bellinardo says, great show, Paul. I appreciate you watching every week. You, my friend, are great. You are all great, but Paul, especially great. Paul gets 76 presents this year. That is how we're going to do this. So let's begin this build. We are going to start off first with just a little bit of sweetener, all that we can. This sweetener is going to be called cranberry juice cocktail. Hopefully you guys got cranberry juice cocktail and not regular old cranberry juice. Regular old cranberry juice is, what's the answer? Gross. That is correct. Regular cranberry juice is the devil's pee. Regular cranberry juice is, let's say, Bali ocean water. It is gross. There's nothing good about regular cranberry juice. Disgusting. So what they did was they found a way to make it delicious. They started adding things like cranberry juice, grape juice, not cranberry juice, grape juice, apple juice, sugar, Made it real good. Made it real good. We're going to go ahead and add half of an ounce of this guy. Why not? Why not a little half of an ounce? And it never hurt nobody. It never hurt nobody. Next thing we want to do is we want to get our lemon prepared. So let's go ahead and grab this lemon back here. I buy them by the bag full these days because it's been a busy month and I go through lemons like a muff. This is what a lemon looks like. I'm gonna put it up close. Wow, look at that lemon. I think it's so great. It's so good. We're going to start off by creating our garnish. If you guys have one of these, go ahead and garnish this with me. If not, don't worry about it. It's not going to change a ton of flavor. We'll change some, but not all of it. We're going to go ahead and peel this lemon right on top of our glass. This is called a champagne flute. Champagne used to be served in glasses that looked similar to this. You guys can see the difference. One is short and fat. One is every woman's fantasy, tall and with champagne in it. But this is going to be a slight, anyway, they changed it because the taller the glass is, the more the bubbles stayed in there. That's kind of a fun thing to learn. It's a little tough to see the entire thing that's going on Instagram, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me anyway. When I get real close with Toolcam, a little tough, but you YouTubers, you're deep in it. We're going to go ahead and take this and we are going to peel the outside of this lemon. We want all of those juices to go inside of that glass as we are peeling it. We're getting not juices, but oils. We want all of those oils right inside of that glass. We want this thing to smell like it has just been beaten up by a gang of lemons. And that is what we are looking for. We want that to go right through to the half. So now we have something that looks like this, right? We can still use this, still good, but we also have gotten the garnish out of it. We're gonna put this garnish right off to the side for just a moment. That will be the ribbon on which we wrap this present in. So get ready for it, get ready for it. Next thing we wanna do, we do wanna add though, is that lemon. So we're gonna cut this guy right in half. Right in halvesies. You give your lemon glass a smell. It smells awesome. It smells freaking awesome. It's great. Go ahead and squeeze this lemon right into your glass. You should only need half of it. Save the other half for later if you want, or just throw it away. Don't just throw it away. That's a waste of lemon. Keep that lemon close. Maybe take it to bed with you tonight. Lemon Fairy will come by, give you some teeth. Take those teeth, trade them in for cash from the Tooth Fairy. The Bone Collector, as she is known around these parts. She's the Bone Collector. We try and be as technically accurate as we possibly can. Next thing we want to go ahead and add is going to be something that I've hidden for myself. Like every class, I will hide ingredients for myself just to make this more fun. Just to really, will he find it? Won't he find it? He always does, sometimes. We're going to go ahead and add this guy. This is just maple syrup. I mention him every time, but my friend Maple Syrup now lives in Maine. I imagine he is not the only maple syrup now that lives up in Maine. There are probably other DJ Maple Syrups that also live up there. I bet he has had to have a couple gang fights with other bands of people named Maple Syrup. For those of you who don't know Maple Syrup is, that's a really silly little story. But for those of you who do, hopefully we're all thinking of Patrick. We're going to go ahead and add just a touch more than a 1/4 ounce. Now, I do see that Kara is in the audience. Kara, you will recognize 2 of these cocktails from the private class that you had the other day. So hopefully you have all the stuff ready. You can just keep drinking. I do private classes. If anybody's ever interested in just finding me, having me come teach for them, their company, their whatever, you guys can find me not over there. That would be a silly place to find me. You guys can find me not over there either. You guys can find me on Instagram at Cush Tender. Slide into those DMs, babies. Oh, my babies. So 1/2 ounce of cranberry juice cocktail, 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, 1/4 ounce of the good stuff. That's delish maple syrup. We are going to then add the star of our show, the Christmas tree vodka, otherwise known as gin. Just a neutral spirit that has some juniper added to it. Where do junipers grow? Well, they grow on juniper trees. Juniper trees also known as evergreens. Evergreens also known as Tannenbaums in Germany or Christmas trees out here. Let's go ahead and add a full ounce of gin to this guy. Yes. Now, can you do this with vodka? Yeah, but I would be afraid. Do not say that out loud. Paul will come and get you. One class about a month ago, I decided that I would do a few different drinks with vodka, and I swear to God, Paul almost killed me. He almost just murdered me. It was weird. One second, I'm just going to record this session. There we go. Now we're recording it. So this is where we start the show. Completely forgot to start recording this. So, hey everybody, welcome to Cush Tender. Let's keep going. We have to add some ice. Always have to add some ice. Never forget to add some ice. Always remember to never forget to add some ice. We're going to add the ice right in here. Now, I have had a bit of a fridge problem. The problem is I didn't have one for a while. I only had this little one, and we needed it for other things. So if you are saying, Cush, aren't you always yelling at us about bad ice? I am, and will continue to do once I have the high horse again. Once I have the high horse again, I will start yelling at you guys. But for right now, whatever ice you have is going to be great, even if you bought it from the Vons in one of those little 3-packs. Let's go ahead and shake this guy. Shake it hard, shake it good. Shake it like you mean it. Shake it like it has your presents, and it has just stolen them from your front porch in an Amazon box, and it is running back to its Cutlass Supreme, trying to get away. I don't know if it's always a Cutlass Supreme. That's just what I always see on online. People are running back to a big boat of a car. Let's go ahead and shake this guy real quick. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't have to be a lot, just has to be hard. We want to get some of this water out of here. Go ahead and get your glass ready. This glass should still, oh my goodness. If it doesn't make you do that, you have not done the lemon correctly. Oh, it's a lot of lemon. I don't know why I put myself in these situations. We're going to go ahead and take our Hawthorne strainer. We're going to pour right into here. Pour, 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 pour. It should be nice and pink. Some of my favorite drinks in the whole world are pink. One of my favorite drinks in the whole world is the Cosmopolitan. I know I don't look like it. Maybe I do look like it. I don't know what I look like. I have no self-awareness, but I love nice pink cocktails, and this is definitely one of them. We're going to go ahead and add some champagne. Now, champagne is it's a loaded word. This is not champagne. This is sparkling white wine, and just barely that. Just barely that. Cook's is just okay. It's just okay. But you know what? In this cocktail, that's fine. We don't have to add the greatest. We don't have to add Veuve Clicquot. We don't have to add any, what are some other good ones? We don't have to add any Ace of Spades. No. Dom Perignon? Get right out of here. Drink that by itself. Cook's is just fine. If Cook's is watching, please do know I will sponsor your product. And that will be your new tagline. Cook's. Just fine. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good little thing. Now, hopefully, if you did this right, you should not spill any of this over. I did not do it exactly right. I was too busy coming up with little taglines for my imaginary new sponsorship. From Cook's, it's just fine. We now have this guy in here. This is nice and pink. We want to take this long, thin ribbon that we have. We want to wrap it around our finger, and we want to give it a nice pull so that it looks like this. Now, look how ridiculous this is. This is so silly. What a silly little thing that we have going on here. Let's give it a pull, though. Make sure that we are pulling it nice and taut so that the lemon remembers who's its boss. We are going to go ahead and slowly put this in here, making sure that all of that lemon goes into the right spot. We are, in essence, giving this drink a beautiful little ribbon. Aw, look at that. As you spin it, it goes, I have a feeling and I have a theory that the reason that this was such a fighting drink is because of that ribbon itself. I believe that people were having too many of them. I believe that they matched everybody's outfit. And in that, once they finished one, their outfit was incomplete. So they had to have more. And when they had to have more, they had to have fights. Some people are just fighters. I know a couple fighters. Oh, my phone is unplugged. If anybody is looking to spend $500 on me, my phone has been dying a lot. I will take it. I'll take it. If not, I'll probably just get a new one. These are cranberries. Do not eat these. I would recommend eating almost anything before I eat these, edible or not. I would eat a full nut and bolt set before I did this. I would take a bite of drywall before I ever put one of these in my mouth. These, like kale, were not meant to be eaten. They were meant to be underneath the pizza bar at Pizza Hut. That was what kale was originally for. I think that is what cranberries are for. But what's nice about them is they do float right on top of here. Let's move this back just a touch. You guys can see they do float right on top of here, giving you the impression that on top of this very nicely wrapped pink gift, we do have a bow. That's good. That's what we're going for. We want a little illusion. Next cocktail will be a full-on illusion. It won't even technically be a Christmas cocktail. It's just a drink I wanted to do today. I'm giving myself a little Christmas present. Oh, look. It looks so nice over there on the Instagram. It does. Instagram now, for those of you who don't know, those just YouTube watchers, Instagram now does have tool cam. So pretty good. Let's drink this one. I drink to the health of the other, and the other I drink to is he, in hopes that he drinks to the other, and the other he drinks to is me. Cheers to you guys. I'm going to get Kyle in here to take this off my hands. I know Kyle really wants this cocktail. I don't know why we are still doing this whole Kyle taking my cocktail thing. I now have a full bar. The bar goes all the way out to here, so I can put a drink down way off camera. Nobody would ever know. But Kyle comes over every week. I do want to keep him nice and drunk. Otherwise, he gets cranky. He gets to be a fighter. Kyle, go ahead and come on in. There we go. There you go, Kyle. Pass that off to you, buddy. There we go. If anybody wants to see Kyle, there is See Kyle. I can't say See Kyle. That sounds horrible. If anybody wants to visualize a man whose name happens to be Kyle, don't say See Kyle anymore. Anybody wants to see a man who is named Kyle, you guys can go over to my Halloween episode. I believe I have that one up now. Kyle does show up. He is in full costume, but he does show up. He's very shy, but I did ask him one day to come on camera. So pop on over. And also, if you can, pop on over and watch any of my other videos. Love having you guys watch my other videos. Or go over to Mixed Cocktail Hour. Watch me over there. Yes. Kyle and John are starting to fight, which is nice because Kyle has had one of these drinks. It is true. This drink causes fights. This next one, this next cocktail is going to be something else. We are not going to be making a Christmas drink. There will be some Christmas elements to it. There will be some Christmas-ness to it. But what this really will be is a drink that I like. That is based on a TV show that reminds me of Christmas. It's called The Mandalorian. I really like it. I don't know. I didn't really get much into the other Star Wars. I didn't really watch them until about 3 years ago. But The Mandalorian, I'm way in. We're going to be making a drink called the Grogu Mule. The Grogu Mule. Grogu is the name of the species of Baby Yoda and the other Yoda. They aren't the same person. I just found that out. On Thanksgiving, I just found that out. I had to have a whole long conversation with somebody about that. But he is a Grogu. We'll be making a Grogu Mule, which I believe the Mandalorian really is. The Mandalorian is the Grogu Mule. If anybody isn't watching Mandalorian, don't worry about it. You all know what Baby Yoda looks like. We're going to try and make a drink that looks similar to Baby Yoda. Let's do it. Let's do it. I just want to, I want to build this one in glass. Oh, we don't need to build this one anywhere else. We're going to build this one in this guy because it has a nice little green body. Right here. You guys all see that green body? Look how cute that is. We also have to have one that is almost exactly the size of a lime. So if you do have a lime ready to go, get that ready. Let's go ahead and cut this lime. Let's cut a new one. I've already made the decoration, but I got like an hour to kill on this whole thing. There we go. We're going to go ahead and take out a lime. We want to prep the lime first. Now, this may seem a little odd, but just follow along with me if you do want to make this exactly right. We want to take our knife on just one half of this guy, and we want to spin this knife until we get a couple nice holes in there. There we go. Look at that hole. We're going to take this guy over here, spin it until we have a couple nice holes right there. You guys see those holes? Yeah, I can see them. On the outsides of it, we just want to cut two little slits in here, one there, and one here. And then we want to cut this in half. We want to reserve half of this lime. It's just a little easier to cut. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to go with another one because this one looks a little lopsided. It's going to look ridiculous. So I'm going to go with the pre-made one. But we do want to take the other half of our lime. We want to squeeze this guy into here. Oh, we're going to squeeze with our hands in the Constantino Ribialgua Vert, El Rey de Cacatales. We are going to get that in there beautifully, beautifully. Oh, my goodness gracious. We have that in here. So you should have about, I don't know, this much lime juice. I did it perfectly, so whatever else you guys is think. Oh, Grogu is the name of the child. I didn't know that. I did not know that. So it turns out I am being corrected already. Grogu is the name of the child. I just want to call him the child, or I just want to keep calling Baby Yoda. But sometimes you have to learn things. Sometimes we can't rely on our own facts. Sometimes we are wrong. We have to remember this going into Christmas. Sometimes we are wrong, and we have to let that grow. I could start a fight with Grant right now and say, that is not true. My facts say it's different, but I don't know that much about it. So I'm going to say that my facts are wrong, and that is fine. We can be wrong. Little life lessons from Cush. Next thing we want to add is going to be some mint. Hopefully you guys have some mint. Mine still comes in baggies. Back from when I used to slang that green. Had a lot of extra baggies left over. That is not the case. Kyle is trying to get us to fight because Kyle has already had one French 75. And now it's fighting time for old Kai Kai. Oh, speaking of Kai Kai, let me say hello to Kai and Ella. I imagine that they are watching right now. Hello, Kai and Ella. Merry Christmas. I wish I could see you guys this year. It won't happen, but Uncle T will be there soon. If you guys want to start calling me Uncle T too, that'd be nice. They call me Uncle T. If anybody else wants to call me Uncle T, I love it. We're going to take the back of a spoon. Spoon looks like this. We're just going to go ahead and press this mint down. We do not want this mint breaking or cracking even a little bit. Not interested in broken or cracked mint. We do not want to get mint in our teeth. Looks gross. Looks like your teeth are moldy. We don't want that. We don't want that. If we could get, if we could have like little diamonds in here, we could get it in there. Drink some diamonds, maybe get some diamonds in our teeth. That'd be great. But mint looks gross. Go ahead and give that a smell. Should smell like mint. That's the whole point of it. We've just muddled without using a muddler, but we have just pressed. We have asked, please, mint, please. Come on out, buddy. Come on out and play. Get into this Grogu Mule. Not the name of the species. The name of the person. Next thing we have to add is going to be, why not? Why not? Some gin. Some gin. Keeping it real with gin. Boosh. This is a gift from two of my very, very good friends, and they're probably in the audience currently. This is a gift from Keith and Avery. They brought it back to me from their trip up north. I believe... I don't remember where they were coming from, but this is where this is from, so I'm going to take a guess and say that's where they got it from. I'm just about to finish it, so it will have lasted me many, many years. I try not to use my good gin, but I've lost all my other gin in the move. I don't know where it went, but all good, all fine. Now we have a lot of our stuff in here. Next thing we want to add is our ice. We want to add ice in here because that ice will help to keep all of this mint down at the bottom, where it belongs. Mint is not meant to be floating there at the top. It's not meant to be, I don't know. It's not meant to be outside of the cup. It's not supposed to be inside there, all the way at the bottom. Go ahead and press that all the way down there. Yes. Yes. There we go. Go ahead and throw that in here. Mint, stay down. Mint, be gone. Perfect. All the way up to the top. We do want to get this all the way up to the top because we do have a balancing act here in a minute. Hopefully you guys will play along with this as a Christmas drink. But if not, it's okay. Last thing we got to add in here, second to last thing we got to add in here is going to be some of this guy. This is ginger beer. I've been drinking ginger beer pretty steadily. It's been a big month. Ginger beer helps to calm my little nerves. Right up there, we have this. Now, I always like to add the bitters on these cocktails at the very last second. Oh, how many ounces of gin? Asked Paul. 2 ounces, Paul. Let's stick with 2 ounces. This drink will take up to 3 ounces, though. So if you are having a big night by yourself, You're all upset because somebody called you out that you didn't know the name of the character was Grogu, but you thought it was the species. That's like everybody saying, look at that Scott walking around all the way across the street. Look at that Cush just running around, when that's just another human. I'd feel bad. We're going to take these bitters, we're going to put them right on top. We're going to give our little character Grogu just a little bit of a necklace up here. Now, last thing we have is we do have that other half of the lime that has those little eye holes. It does have the little slits. You want to take either some allspice. I found that allspice works good, and shove them into the eye holes. You want to take 2 little bay leaves. You want to shove them into the ear slits, and you will end up with something that looks very similar to this. And you're going to put this right on top. And you have the Grogu Mule. Is that not the cutest little thing? I had a dream about this. Most of my wonderful cocktails, that was my, I had a dream about using squid ink. I didn't have the dream, but my wife had the dream. And then she told me about it, so I consider it my dream. But I had a dream about this. I thought that this would be a fun little thing. The Grogu Mule, bam! Look how cute that is. Oh, big ears, little eyes. Let's just look at this for a second. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Cush. You are truly one of the greatest bartenders that has ever lived. You found a way to put bay leaves and 2 little eyes into a thing and make it the most desired drink that anybody's ever had. Now, of course, you do. Oh, Mix TV just joined, so I do want to show them. Mix, look at this. This is why you guys pay me the big bucks. This is a Grogu Mule. It's the name of the character. Okay, let's keep this serious and honest. Just so you guys know, these classes will always remain free. I love having you guys here, but if you can help out the channel, you guys can pop on over here to Venmo. Venmo at Cushtender. You can also go to PayPal, paypal.me/Cushtender. Buy me a shot over there. I will take that shot with you. I always take those shots with people. So if you guys do want to support the channel, if you cannot help financially, and I understand these are tough times. These are tough times. But if you do have a couple of extra seconds, pop on over to my YouTube channel. It's this guy right here. Now you can't see that on Instagram, but you can see it on the YouTube. Pop on over to YouTube. Totally useless to have that on YouTube. Just occurred to me right now. Completely useless to put that there. But if you do want to pop over, just watch a couple of my videos. Comment, subscribe, like, share. That would be extra helpful. Now, the great news about this is it's adorable. The bad news is it's impossible to drink. You will have to decapitate our little baby Yoda to get to it. Unless you want to find a metal straw. I'm going to decapitate just to give this a big sip. Oh, baby. That mint, that gin, that force. I love it. Look how cute he is. Okay. I'm going to pass this on over to Kyle. The bay leaves don't do anything for the drink. In case anybody was wondering. The bay leaves do absolutely nothing. Oh, he's even worse now. Just tilt him right. There we go. Bay leaves don't do anything nice for the drink, but the lime should give you a little extra lime juice on the side, a little lime, whatnot. Let's get Kyle in here, though. Kyle, I'm sure, is wanting this. He's spamming me over there. Oh, Kyle, come on in. There we go, Kyle. There you go. I'm just going to go ahead and pass you the Grogu Mule. There you go, buddy. Yeah, Kyle skipped out of here. He's so excited. I think he's going to dry old Grogu and make sure that we can have him forever. All right. This next drink is a drink of redemption. I did make this last night on my show. Mix Cocktail Hour. It's 5 o'clocks. 5 o'clocks, all the 5 o'clocks. 5 o'clock Friday on Mixed Cocktail Hour on YouTube. I did make this last night, but my co-host was having a really tough time with the blender, and the drink doesn't need a blender. I just wanted to throw that on her. Sometimes we like to prank pranks. Pray. It's ridiculous. Sometimes we like to play pranks on each other, and that's how that happens. So anyway, I was laughing too hard. I did forget an ingredient, so this is a redux. We'll be reduxing my very, very favorite Tiki drink that is perfect for Christmas. This is called the Nui Nui. There are lots of other drinks that you can have for Christmas that are Tiki. You can have the Malaklikilaka. You can have the Blue Hawaiian. That's pretty Christmassy. You can have the Christmas Island Punch, the Christmas Island Swizzle. You can have the Christmas Mai Tai. But I don't think any of them are quite as good as this Nui Nui. So let's begin to build. I see that the Apostle of Tiki approves. I don't know what he thinks about Grogu's, but I know that he will approve of this. Let's begin to build. Let's start over here with some rum. Some rum. We're going to start with all the good stuff first. That's how Christmas should be. It should be December 1st is Christmas, and then the 25 days later, the 12 days later, that's all Christmas too. You should get bigger gifts. We're going to start over here with our rum. We're going to be putting in a big fat 2 ounces of this guy. Now, you can split your base if you want. I like this rum enough that I don't need to split the base on this one. I think that it stands up. This is Hamilton Demerara, made in Guyana, product of Guyana, from a Jamaican company. Very, very nice stuff. We have that in here. Next thing we want to do is go ahead and find, if you have the other half of Grogu, let's squeeze that in there. But we are going to need a full lime. We're going to need the juice of 1 full lime, 3/4 of an ounce. Oh, I have an extra one. We're going to Frankenstein 2 limes together. Hopefully they get along. Hopefully they were not lime rivals at one time. Hopefully they will get together and not start fighting inside of here. Let's go ahead and grab this guy right here and squeeze. Squeeze some lime. Hopefully it doesn't come out the eye holes. I did cut eye holes in this earlier. Nope. Nope. The force is strong with me tonight. I have not spilled anything yet. Get him out. There we go. Get him out. There we go. Go ahead and squeeze. Yes. So we're looking for about 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. If you do not have fresh limes, go ahead and just squeeze 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. Perfect. 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 Next thing we want to add is some of this guy. Now, I have not opened this, so we will have to watch me open a bottle of orange juice. This is just orange juice. I also have oranges here, but I also have orange juice here, and my I hurt. I just hurt. It's just everything about me hurts. So I won't be squeezing orange juice. If you do have oranges, please do squeeze those oranges fresh. That's so much better. We're going to put 1/2 of an ounce of that guy right in here. Next step that we are going to be adding is something that you will have to have made at home, or it turns out that you can buy this stuff. I found somebody the other night that had bought this. It was on one of my calls, one of my classes. They had bought this stuff. This is just cinnamon simple syrup. Now, this looks extra thick, extra crispy. This looks baked in. I just put a little extra sugar in it. I did double the sugar, so it's 2 parts, 1 part. And that Demerara sugar that I used was very thick, so it does come out looking very creamy. But that's what I like. I also added the vanilla already to this. So if you have not added the vanilla to this, you will just add about 5 drops, maybe 6 drops of vanilla after this. But I'll be putting in a 1/2 of an ounce. Oh my gosh. Just going to get you guys real close to this. So look how this pours. Oh boy, oh boy. That is thick. It's thick. Yes. Oh, buddy. There we go. All the way out. Right in here. Go ahead and dump that in. Yum. Yum. Now, if you did not already add your vanilla syrup or your vanilla extract to this, 5 dashes should be great for you. You don't need it to be the most vanilla situation of all time, but just some vanilla is always very nice. We have this going on right here. Next thing we need to add, and the thing that I forgot last night, the thing that I feel like a real buffoon for forgetting, but again, I was laughing pretty hard at my co-host and her hate for the appliance, the blender. If you guys don't know that, go ahead and watch the show. Really fun. Next thing we have to add is going to either be allspice dram, or I always prefer this guy. This is pimento dram. Same thing. They're both the same berry that they are made from. This one just has a bunch. I am really struggling to get these words out tonight. This one has a bunch more rum in it than the other one. The other one is most likely a brandy. I don't exactly know, but it's most likely a brandy that has allspice in it. This is rum that has allspice in it. Much better. Much better. Let's go for 1/4 of an ounce of that. Nice and easy, simple times. Last thing we need to add is going to be the Angostura Bitters. Angostura. The bartender's ketchup. Put this in everything. 5 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Merry Christmas to me. Now, you can blend this if you want. If you do blend this, I do want you to send those pictures over to Tammy Harrison, Tamee Harrison. You guys can go ahead and send her successful pictures of you definitely blending a drink with no problem whatsoever. I'm sure she would love to see it. You guys can also write to a blender company and say, hey, Cush wants to work with you. I just want to work. Just, I don't know. If you guys have any, does anybody have any connections at a blender company? I'd like to work there. I'd like to, I just like a blender. Can somebody just send a freaking blender is all I'm asking. Let's go ahead and add this ice right into here. We want to add a bunch. This is a thick cocktail, so it will definitely handle a bunch of ice. We're going to fill this right up to the top of our drink and maybe just go a touch over. I just want to say, now that I will have real ice next week, that bag ice is just atrocious. It's just no fun to work with. So, worry not. Dram. What is something? Yeah. There we go. Let's go ahead and give this a big shake. We do want to crush this ice as much as possible. We don't worry with drinks like this that we have a little bit of extra water running through them. That don't bother nobody. That is not our problem. Let's go ahead and give it a big shake. 1, 2, 3. Yes, so good. We're gonna pour this into a large tiki glass. This is old Screamin' Neiman. It's not a real name. Neiman Marcus, I guess, is a real name. We're gonna go ahead and pour this into old Screamin' Neiman. Pour this all the way in there. Look at this. Professional bartender gets it right to where he needs to be. Picked the right glass. Picked the right amount of ice. Completely just from doing this for a long time. Let's take an orange that we do have, hopefully, and we are going to give ourselves a very long and obnoxious Duke or ribbon. Let's go up and let's go back down. This is the traditional way to decorate a Nui Nui, is just to take a long ribbon. Oh, I've shown you guys like this. It can be an M, it can be a W, be a 3, be an E. I don't care what you do. But go ahead and give this a little twist on top. Shove him in. Make sure that a lot of it is folding over the side. Now, I did, for so long, have cinnamon sticks, but I don't anymore. If you have a cinnamon stick, just shove it in there. Shove it right in there. It looks really nice to have some cinnamon, to have a little orange. It all comes out looking good. Look how happy Screamin' Neiman is. He's the happiest little tiki there is. Oh, I love him. I love him. And that is that. I'm going to go ahead and drink this one with you guys. And while we do that, I do want to wish you guys all a very happy little holiday. You should at Magic Bullet with last night's episode, says the Apostle Tiki. Apostle Tiki also comes over and watches, so if you guys do want more time with Apostle Tiki to ask him all kinds of questions, you guys can meet me over Friday night, 5 o'clock at Mix Cocktail Hour. Ask Paul some questions. These guys all know as much as I do. They've watched my show enough. They know everything that I do, so pop on over there. Yes, we were thinking about atting them. With Magic Bullet. We don't know if they would be happy with that show. We really pulled our pants down, and we soiled that Magic Bullet company name. It was not great. It was not great. Again, guys, I just want to say before I pass this back off to Kyle, how wonderful this year has been for Cush's Tiki Bar, and how crappy it has been everywhere else. I have a lot of times when all I look forward to is coming back into Cush's Tiki Bar and being with you guys. There is a group of you that shows up every week and I don't know if that's something that I could even do. I mean, I do show up most weeks, but sometimes I'm not all there. But I do want to say thank you to all of you who do show up every week. You have truly made the best part of my year a very large reality, because the rest of it was rough. We all know. We do have New Year's coming up, although I don't believe that it will end at the stroke of midnight on 2021. I do believe that we will all start to get back together, and I cannot wait to have some of you guys over to finally see you guys again in real life, IRL. Let me pass this off to Kyle. Let's talk about what next week looks like and the weeks after that. Oh, Kyle, would you like your drink, buddy? It's just so good. I'm not sure Kyle's gonna drink this whole thing. Oh, I just want it. There you go, Kyle. Thanks, buddy. All right, that is that. As I've said before, as I will say again, this channel will always remain free. I will not be charging to be doing these classes. I love having them. But if you can support the channel, Venmo is a great way. PayPal.me/CushTender is another good way. But more importantly, if you guys could go through and just give a little thumbs up, a little like, tell a friend about this whole thing. The larger the community, the better I think this will get. And that is that. I do plan on doing, I do not plan on doing a formal show next week. I feel like most people will not be around. Maybe they will. But I might turn on a camera somewhere and make a drink with you guys wherever in this house we will be, or in wherever we are. There's a good chance I will, but if not, I will be back the first Saturday of the year. We will be doing cocktails that have to do with that some way. Maybe we'll be doing cocktails that have to do with rebirth or fire, or just really crappy cocktails that we have tried to make better. I don't know exactly what it'll be yet, but if you guys do have any suggestions, please go ahead and DM me. Let me know. Just let me know. Let me know what you guys are up to. Let me know what you guys think. I do want to take a shot with you guys before we are all finished. Let me see if I have anything that I want to shoot back here in particular. No, that's all good. I will be doing just a little bit of this Smith & Cross. So if you guys do have some rum that you can drink with me, that'd be great. If you are not rum people, no idea what you're doing in this class, I will always throw some rum in there somewhere. But I do want to do just a little one. You guys all know this toast. It is my favorite. It's the one that I say more often than not. But if we all just think about somebody this year that has gone through a rough one, just remember that it's all about the little things. So do not carve upon stone or wood. He was honest, or he was good. Instead, write in smoke on a passing breeze 7 words, and the words are these that say all that a volume could. He loved, he laughed, and he understood. Cheers to all my little cushies. I really appreciate you guys showing up every week. You guys make this bar very real, so real that it even now has a footrest, so that hopefully you guys can put a foot up, come in and have a proper drink at Cush's Tiki Bar ASAP. Cheers to you guys. Much love. And we'll see you on the next one. Oof. So good in drinks and so strong everywhere else. All right. Oh, much love to Kiana. Kiana shows up every week. Paul shows up every week. John shows up every week. Kyle has to be here now contractually. I did sign him to a 2-year deal. So Kyle will be here. Apostle shows up every week. Did I just say that? I now have rum in me. I'm going to forget some people. But love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.